Earlier today, I signed on and introduced a bill that would require certain things of the NCAA moving forward. This bill was born out of a lot of people's concerns about what the NCAA has become and how it's kind of lost its way and lost its focus. The NCAA is charged with looking after the student athlete. And what's really happened in recent years is they've become this corporate colossus where they're making billions of dollars on the backs of student athletes. Now, student athletes are getting paid in some sense because they have scholarships. But the question is, are they being treated fairly? Several things this bill addresses is scholarships, for example. Maybe people that may not know this. The NCAA can take away scholarships from student athletes at any time. That seems incredibly unfair to me, and this bill addresses that. It also addresses a due process with respect to investigations. Anybody who knows anything about NCAA investigations will tell you that the way the NCAA handles investigations is so all over the place, and there's no consistency whatsoever in either the way they conduct the investigations, the length of the investigations, or more importantly, the punishments they hand out at the end of those investigations. There's no rhyme or reason, there's no consistency. So this bill addresses that as well. It also appoints a presidential commission to look into certain things involving the NCAA. And the last thing it does is try and work and get back to the point where the student athlete, their health, their safety, and their importance overall is paramount and not the other way around. Concussions are a big thing that they have to deal with on a regular basis. Students are losing scholarships because they've had too many concussions. Students lose scholarships today because even though a 16 or 17-year-old was recruited by these top-level college coaches, they get to the college, they may not fit into the plans of the coach once they get there, they yank their scholarships. Not right. And so getting back to the student athlete is what it's all about. Now, some people may wonder why I'm doing this and with all the other things I have going in Congress. This bill wasn't a lot of heavy lifting to do. It took some input from all of us. It's a bill that was introduced in the past. I provided my input and provided some changes to the bill, which included the Presidential Commission looking into the fairness with which the NCAA carries out their investigations. So that's the impetus for this. It's a long-burning thing with me. And lastly, I'll tell you that it's not about Syracuse University. The Syracuse University thing definitely kind of spurred me on a little bit more, but it's not to do with Syracuse University as a whole or the way they treated Jim Boeheim. As an aside, absolutely think the way they treated Mr. Boeheim during the course of the investigation of Syracuse University was wrong, it was heavy-handed, and it was unfair. And what this bill would allow Syracuse University and any university to do going forward is they have due process, which is a very basic right, and to have more say in the investigation and have more say in the adjudication of the investigation. And so I think it's a good bill, and it's one of many things I'm doing in Congress, but it certainly has taken a lot of my time. But I think it's important, and it's most important for the student athlete, and that's what it's all about. NCAA has got to stop forgetting. They got to forget more. They got to stop worrying so much about the hundreds of millions of dollars they generate on the backs of these students, and start worrying more about the health and welfare of the students. If they don't make the team once they get here, or if they get injured and they can't stay, they got to be able to keep their scholarships. Those are basic things. And also, it's not going to hurt to have a presidential commission take a long-term look at the universities and how the NCAA and how they handle their interaction with university student athletes. It can only make the NCAA a better organization.
Thank you.